Hi guys, Julia here, and today I want to talk to you about another reason why you might not be getting those high-end sales that you want, why you might not be selling as much of your premium programs and high-end offers as you desire to. So I'm gonna give people a few minutes to jump on. I'm not gonna be very long. So I know that Facebook will let you know that I'm live. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have my phone at the other screen near to me so that I can pick up any questions if questions come in. Okay, so I'll give it a few more minutes while some of you jump on. All right, so here's the thing. A few days ago, I shared that if you're not getting the sales you want, it's quite possibly because you're not asking enough times. And I encouraged you to make a list of all of your sales asks that week. So all of the time that you've actually made an offer, either in asking for a referral or posting on social media or emailing your list or whatever your sales activities are. Today, I want to bring something else to your attention that I see so many times, and especially when my clients come to me to help them build and streamline their coaching business and build a high-end coaching business. It's one of the things that we have to tackle pretty much straight out the gate. And it's something that's so overlooked. Hi, Tamara. See, whenever I come on at this time of the day, I get my non-UKers. So, hi, Tamara. So one of the things I've noticed is that people are offering too many different types of services. And it might sound counterintuitive because you would think that the more you offer is the more you sell, but the more choices people have is the less sales you will make. My recommendation is no more than three options. As a matter of fact, to be honest, I grew my business from zero to six figures selling one service. One service. For about 3 years, the only thing that I sold was an intensive day with me. Some people call it a VIP day, some people call it an intensive, a strategy day. It doesn't really matter what you call it. So for about 3 years, the only thing I sold in my business were VIP days, and it worked. All I did was scale up the price point of my VIP days as my clients' results changed. I'm not saying that you have to sell only one thing, but what I am saying is look at how many options you're giving people to work with you. And if it is that you're giving them too many options, they don't actually know what to choose. So it makes it difficult for you to get those sales. Now, you might be thinking, so how do I know if I'm offering too many things? Well, look at it like this. If people know you for something, so I know that Tamara runs a makeup business, and Tamara and I actually grew up together. We lived on the same street in Trinidad, and our parents still live on that same road, so I can talk about her business. So I know that Tamara sells makeup services. Her specialty is airbrush makeup for women who have problem skin, and correct me if I got that wrong. Now, if Tamara has bridal packages and going out to party packages and courses and a whole host of things, if somebody's looking at her Facebook page, for example, they might not know which is the best service for them. Whereas if she has I got it right, yay! If she has a bridal service and maybe a special occasion service like graduations or proms, and then something else, it means if you know you're getting married, you would pick the bridal service because the bridal service will include different things. If you know it's a prom or a graduation, then you'll pick that service. So the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm seeing it so many times when clients come to me to scale their business. The first thing that we have to do is scale back on the number of things that they are offering in order for them to grow. Why this works is as your ideal buyers, as clients are coming to you to find out more about what you do, and they go to your services page, it needs to be crystal clear what they get from each one of your options. It mustn't be that it's like a menu, or, back in the days when we had Woolworths and you could go to the Woolworths pick and mix and they could pick and mix because they don't know what they want. That's why they're coming to you as the expert. When do you know what to add? Or how do you know what to add it? When? Well, look at what your clients are saying. The thing is this, when I made the move from VIP days to a 90-day program, it was because my clients who had worked with me in the 1-day intensive scenario were then coming back to me going, Julia, I need more coaching. So at one point I did a monthly rolling contract, and then I realized, well, that monthly rolling contract was lasting 90 days. So I added it and I created a good old Woolworths. Yes, so good old Woolworths. So what was I saying? 90-day programs. When my clients who had worked with me for the 1-day intensives were asking for 90-day programs, that is when I created a 90-day program. Look at what your clients are saying after they finish the first piece of work with you. Now, if you're thinking that you have to have the online course, the group program, then the VIP or whatever as a coach, because you guys know that most of my clients are coaches, that is not necessarily the case. You add those things as the need arises, but I strongly suggest that you first off, you increase your fees on your one-to-one work. And I use my own business as an example because I only just decided to jump on and I didn't ask clients if it was okay for me to share their results, and I like to do that before I use their business. So for example, for the first 3 years, all I sold was VIP days. 1-day intensive, and we would create the high ticket offer and we put the sales funnel in place. That was it. For 3 years, I sold nothing else. When those people wanted a bit extra, I added it was a 4-month program, and no, I lie. It was a 90-day program, and some people had an extra month at the end. So it was either 90 days or 4 months. It worked brilliantly. I sold a few of those. Once I sold a few of those, it helped me to see what my clients wanted a bit more of. It doesn't make sense, and I don't mean to make anybody feel silly, but it doesn't make sense to just create packages for the sake of creating packages. You have to have the demand for them, else you don't sell them. And when you don't sell them, then you think, oh, nobody's buying it because it's too expensive. No, nobody's buying it because it's just not what they want. Listen to what your clients want. Yes, today I was interviewed for a podcast. I'll let you guys know when the interview is live. And when we were having a chat yesterday before the interview, the person asked me, who was interviewing me, how do you sell people into a 25K program straight off the bat? How does somebody go from 0 to 25? To be honest, nobody goes from 0 to 25 in my business because my 25K program is by invitation only. You guys know that on average, my first sale is anywhere between 3K and 8K. And how does somebody do that? How do they go from never having heard of you to going straight into your premium offer, whatever premium is to you right now? And this is the best way I could describe it. If you set yourself up as being, I can help you make green pens. So I have a green pen. I can help you make green pens. That's your business, right? You help people make green pens. And somebody comes to you and says, I want to make 10,000 green pens this month. What you do is you say, okay, I can help you make 10,000 green pens this month. The program that helps you make 10,000 green pens in a month is my signature green pen program. Would you like to have the information about it? So each thing that you offer needs to have a specific result, and that way you are presenting the result to the client. So it's not just the case of you have a group, you have a 90-day, you have an info product, you have an e-course because you have to have all of those things. Nuh-uh. All of those things need to speak to a different person and provide a different result. Again, using my own business as an example, This year, and I'm not ashamed to admit it because the business has scaled, it's grown, is the first year that I now have a full suite of 3 different packages. Do you know why? I did not need 3 different packages before. I had my VIP day. When my clients on VIP days wanted more from me, they got a 90-day option. When the 90-day option people wanted longer, then they got to renew for a year. So even though I have my year-long program now, you're not going to see it on my website because it's only available for people who have worked with me before and they know that they want that longer-term support. What you will see on my website is 3 totally different offers. After I added the 90-day option, what happened was there were people who would go, "Oh, Julia, I really like your stuff. I want to be able to work with you, but I don't have 8 grand to spend." So after I had 6 months of that, then I thought, you know what? It's time for me to look at doing a group program. And last year, as some of you who've been in the group for a while will know, I rolled out the pilot round of the group program so we could all see what that felt like. I did not have the demand for a group before, so I did not add a group before. Add programs to your business as you have the demand for it. That is when people will buy it. It doesn't make sense expending your time, money, and energy to create something that just is on your website for the sake of sitting on your website. Now, after I rolled out that group, I still had a group of people who weren't in the position, their business wasn't at the stage because the group was for people who wanted to create 50K. And they weren't at that stage yet. They were still in, I call it start-up-ish mode. So some people were making changes to their business and just adding coaching or new coaches, kind of like the message, a little bit like, can I really do this high-end stuff? That is when I created the Blueprint course. And again, if you've been in the group, you can see I created the course, I put it out there, I wanted to check the demand. Guess what? People bought it. Happy days. The moral of the story is this. If you have a digital product, if you have a mid-range program, if you have a premium program, each one of those options needs to provide a different result. And the reason why they're providing a different result is because it speaks to a different kind of need. It speaks to a different kind of person. The people who sign up for Mastery aren't the same people who are going to join the 6-month Build Your High-End Coaching Business program, aren't the same people who are going to buy the digital product. Broadly speaking, you will, of course, always get a few people who go between the two. That's normal. But what I want you to do is take a look at what you're offering and make sure that the result of each thing that you offer is super clear and it speaks to a particular person. That way, you have the confidence in a sales call when somebody comes to you and says, I want to achieve X. I want 10,000 green pens. You can happily go, here is my green pen package. This green pen package is $15,000. Here you go. Is that what you would like to get information about? And then if they go, ooh, I'm not so sure about the investment, I'm not so sure if it's for me, I'm not so sure for a variety of reasons, you can have a conversation with them to find out why they're not sure. Now, you guys know when I teach sales, I don't tell you to start with this is the thing and this is how much it is. I'm using it as an example for the sake of clarity. If the person doesn't want your green pen program, then you can say, well, guess what? You have come to me and said you want to achieve X, and I know that this is the program to help you achieve X. When you do it that way, the choice is the buyer's. You're not forcing them into a sale for anything. Do you see how that works? So I'm going to leave you with this. Look at your packages. If you have more than 3, you probably have too much. If you have more than 3 and there's a lot of overlap, then you need to scale them back and you need to make sure each program has a specific result and speaks to a specific demographic. That way, it makes it easier for people to self-select and choose the program that is best suited to them. It means that by the time for your premium stuff, by the time they come on a sales call for you, they have already made that decision because you have presented it as the best possible option. That's it. So if you're not getting the sales that you want, double check that you aren't offering too many things and basically confusing your buyers because they have no idea which one to choose. And really, you want to be sure that what you offer is clear who it's for and what they get from working with you. If you have any questions about how many packages to offer or how many premium packages to offer, feel free to post it under the video and I'll happily jump in and respond. That's it for now. See you next time. Bye, guys.